partner Greg Olsen. That's the kicker, Tyler Luke, set to get this started. Off we go here in Baltimore. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So out comes the Kansas City offense to take over for the first time. And there is the guy at the top of the game, Patrick Mahomes, their quarterback.
I'll tell you what, Mike, we have a blast every week doing this, but when we get our assignments and we see this guy on deck, it just gets a little bit more special. I mean, to witness firsthand one of the greatest, one of the most transcendent players of all time at the quarterback position, you just know when he's on the field, you're likely to witness something special, and needless to say, I think we're all pretty excited for this one.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. 18 yards, what a great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
First down.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Mahomes quickly out to Rice. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. These two in rhythm, 12 more yards and a first down.
And this offense just continues to methodically move the ball down the field here on their opening drive, Mike. And I think defensively, they've got to figure something out. Otherwise, this has the looks for one of those long days in the office.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 23, here's second and 9. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
And in motion is Brown. Mahomes going to throw here on third down. And that is incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On fourth down, Super Bowl champ Harrison Butker now for the Chiefs. This from 40 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Chiefs are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
There are 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. On the return, it's Keaton Mitchell. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
We had a couple of his games early in his career, and of course, all the way to his days back in college, his athleticism jumps off the screen. But Mike, these last couple years, his development as a true passer, his ability to operate from the pocket, that's what's really taken his game to this MVP level. And I'll tell you what, we didn't think there was a lot more things that he could do on the football field, and it seems like every year he's proven otherwise. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. From the gun, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A quick slant to Flowers. Good work after the catch. They gain 19 yards and a 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On the option, they give it to Henry. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
I know it's easy from up in the booth, Mike, but I think that's one of those zone reads where the quarterback needs to pull it and keep it himself. The defense was clearly keyed on the running back. Not much room in there. No gain.
They'll go again here with Henry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. Play action here. Mahomes firing right side, brought in by Brown. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Third and inches. They'll run the sneak. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
That's good.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2 from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches. They'll go with the sneak. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Looking for a third down conversion on this drive, and they only need a foot. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher.
Still 3rd down.
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this one complete to Brown. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 6. Now, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Mahomes. That is caught. And he's in. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Now, Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs are out to a 10-0 lead.
Ravens nothing.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their second possession. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. To the air one more time with Jackson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. Jackson up top again. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Here's Jordan Stout now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to pin him back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. To the outside, catch made by Worthy. And he is out of bounds. They'll mark him just shy of the 20. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Second down, they need 7. Now, Mahomes. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
A gain of 12. And a first down, Chiefs.
Right back to the air for Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. Clock stops with a little under a minute to go in this second quarter.
First down, Chiefs.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes.
Mahomes pass. Complete to number 1, Xavier Worthy. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 36-yard line.
They'll work now on second and 4. Mahomes now to throw again. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
First down throw, Mahomes. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the intended target. And it'll bring up second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Third and inches.
And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done. I mean, they burned all the clock, they don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Just 1 second remaining in this first half, and they will kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
I'd rather be in Vegas. Get the Caesars, my winter out in Josie.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. He's going to put it up, take a shot for Hopkins. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Ravens offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves down 13-0 here. They try to get things started offensively. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. Not a whole lot happening there. Just a short pickup.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Second down. Jackson. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
Now Lamar going to hang on to it, and he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
4th down, you want to make sure you give your quarterback the option to keep the ball in his hands, and that's exactly what they decided to do, and the defense was ready. They played assignment football. Everyone did their job, and they come up with a huge 4th down stop.
A first down throw for Mahomes. That is tossed down the field. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. So a big one there to start the drive. 31 yards. On first down, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Made at the 5-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's so close to the goal line. Couldn't get that ball extended. They keep him out, and it sets up 3rd and goal. Patrick to throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's in! Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more. Gray is the motion man here. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is incomplete. And the 2-point conversion is unsuccessful.
I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. In motion comes Andrews. On play action, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
15 yards.
Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 and the 41.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. A big play there for Baltimore. 32 yards.
First and goal.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
First and goal, and it's Henry to the 5-yard line.
22, Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another one from the 5, second down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up a fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
Third and goal for Jackson. He'll try. Good blocking, and he's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Chiefs 19, Ravens 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Here comes second and 4. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Once again, it's Pacheco. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
Teddy Buchanan on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30. Now, after the play, looks like we have an injury for one of the Chiefs. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. First and 10. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Xavier Worthy. A gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Wise decision, especially at this stage of the game. You certainly don't want to force something and let the other guys right back into the game.
On 4th down, Harrison Butker on for the Kansas City field goal. This one from 39 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Chiefs will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That one caught for Dante Wester. And he's going to be taken down at the 37. It's a gain of 16. And very quickly, a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Now, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, Baltimore.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, He is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. You've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That is left side and caught by Flowers.
Zay Flowers. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 coming up. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll step up and run. And he'll take this down to the 6. That's good enough for first down. 1st and goal.
19 yards.
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
And now it's a 9-point game, so they'll go for just one here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Remigio now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still, all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out. But one first down will essentially end the game. They bring a tight end in motion left. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Open man downfield, it's Kelsey. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Pacheco, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. throwing now. Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. And the Chiefs have a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Kansas City.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Second and 11. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olsen. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.